Okay. Alright. What's up, people? It's your boy Dark. We here, we alive. We doing some stuff as I'm finalizing a few of these little bits here, if you would. To get myself situated in my comfy chair. We'll get this one thing over. Got the earbuds in. Okay. Alright. And now let me make it so I can see the chat. There we go. Okay. Now then, let me see if I can expand this a little more. Okay, good. Alrighty. Now let me raise the volume on this thing. Okay. So, we are here and we're doing some more of the LB7. What goes on in the land of the Denios. We're in section 11. Alright. Life in Chichen Itza. It's a big one. See if we can get through this and maybe one more section today. And then we'll devote Friday to completing this more. Considering I got a little less than a month before all my free leyline stones get expired, and I would be sad. Okay, so we're together. We're talking to the king and the douchebag priest. And Kukalan's here. Alright. Welcome, Chaldeans. Everyone here at Chichen Itza is thrilled to have you. I know you're here for personal reasons, and that you don't mean any of those living in Michan any harm. How do I know that? Well, I've been listening in on you from all from the start, of course. Hear that? These people are not our enemies. I, Kukalan, the teachings of the sun, declare that all Denios should treat them as friends. So it's like that. I guess I got more dead weight to carry now. Vtuber, issue a decree permitting Denios to discuss proper human history with the Chaldeans. Write it to say that they're a friendly species, and are far more like Denios than Oshamet. With all due respect, these people are obviously Oshamet in all the ways that matter. I go so far as to say they're even worse. They're obviously of the same species as the Cryptor who brought his wicked culture here in Machalan. Yes, they are the same species as the Cryptor. They know all kinds of civilizations and plenty of other nasty things. But it's also not fair for Mexico City to receive the benefits of foreign culture while Chichen Itza goes without, right? I'm sure that Denios will take the opportunity to learn. I'm sure the Denios will take this opportunity to learn. Not just about the good things, but the bad as well. It's okay, Vtuber. Denios are smart. They're not about to change their entire way of life over this. Chaldea's values can just be a cherry on top, so to speak. This may be the most exciting development for them since corn on the cob. Very well, Lady Kukalan. I shall do as you say. He isn't even trying to hide his hostility. If I may I say something now? Oh, right. You're a Chaldean. You're Chaldean's representative. Fine. Keep it quick. Very good. First of all, I want to thank you for your hospitality. Though proper human history and lost belts are generally at odds, right now we share a common enemy in Tez. I am as uninterested in your justifications as I am in your flattery. I told you to be quick. Even had the Ashamed never appear, we would still not see proper human history as our enemy. That irritating woman called you friends. That's good enough for the Denios. Now, what do you need? I can see clearly that your ship's a complete wreck. Sorry your resident god doesn't know how brutishly strong she is. I'm guessing her rough handling left some of your crew pretty banged up. You may use the human medical instruments I had made for me. If you need more, I'll have the priests increase production. Really? I mean, now that you mention it, you do look pretty human yourself, but... Well, for one thing, may I ask exactly what sort of relationship you have with Tez? Because from where we stand, both the Tez of Mexico City and you, Tez, the king of dinosaurs, would seem to be the same god from proper human history. Nothing to worry about there. Yeah. We're both Tez, but that doesn't make us friends. Gods have multiple aspects. Ours just happen to exist separately. You're a mage. You should understand what I'm getting at. Does that mean he's a different Tez from the one David summoned? The rogue servant, perhaps? It is said that Tez had multiple divinities, so I suppose his story would make sense if he's one of them. What else? Can you repair your ship yourselves? Oh, yes, we can, but we certainly could use more helping hands and materials. Do you have any to spare? You liked that one, didn't you? You must be a terrible poker player. God, that face is so fucking ugly. You do realize the commander of an army shouldn't just leap at the first feast offered to them, right? Nah, I don't mind seeing people so desperate. Especially guys like you who usually do all they can to hide how they feel. Tepu's with you, right? Alright. I'll lend you some Denios and he can serve as your go-between. You should ask the Denios for help with all the materials you need, too. You'll finish a lot faster that way. From proper human history's perspective, Machalin's a damn treasure trove of resources. You won't have any trouble finding whatever you need here. I see. Thank you again, King of Denios. Dinosaurs, I mean. So, how much are we going to have to pay? You're, not gonna demand that we offer one of us as a sacrifice, are you? And Kukalan and the other one is laughing. Well, why are they laughing? Is it because I nailed it? Their culture's so different, I just can't tell it all! What do you think, King? Should we take him up on his offer and sacrifice one of them? What? You visit Mexico City once and now you've gone full carnivore? Fine, fine. Liver's an acquired taste. But it's still great. I prefer my meat raw, but since you're just starting out, you should cook yours. You getting the runs would make for a legend that would spread through Macallan like wildfire. Imagine it, the mighty Kukalan holed up in the bathroom for hours on end. Her vulgarity on full display. That's never gonna happen because I'm never gonna eat any meat. Besides, the sun would never hide, no. No self-respecting god would block off a cave with a boulder so she could hide in it for purely personal reasons. I feel like that's a jab at that one Japanese god that did exactly that. Actually... And then, of course, Tamamo. I appreciate the offer, Gordhoff, but we don't need a sacrifice. We're not making a deal. We're just helping you in the way any in Machalan would do. So please, don't be afraid to ask the Denios to help with whatever they can. Yeah. Few people really want to help or want to repay our hospitality. The best thing you could do is fix your ship and get out of Chichen Itza as soon as possible. We don't need you fighting the Cryptor anywhere near here. Cleaning up this place after the battle would be a major hassle. Alright, we're done, yeah? We exchanged pleasantries and everything, so go back to your crew. And never waste time. You gotta make sure your memories are as meaningful as they can be. Aw, you're so earnest, King. Alright then. I'll let you handle the solar sojourn on your own. So you're going with Chaldea? That's fine. Well, that's fine. Suit yourself. Besides, you being here won't make my job any easier. At least this way, you're out of my hair. Thanks for signing off, King. Okay, Gordoff, Dark. Let's go back to the border. It's where we'll find Mash, the Prez, Kodak, Da Vinci, Scion, and a few other servants, right? Oh, this is going to be fun. I can't wait to speak to them in person. Oh, look at that. We got a whole construction thing going on here. Oh, look. Habitrot's helping. Look at them all getting along. And she's back in the bunny outfit. Oh, you're back. How did your audience with the King of Dinosaurs go? Ah, great. We got permission to stay and a promise to help with the repairs. That's great news. Now we can finally catch our breath. That's the wrong voice, but I got crap in my throat. Hey, guys. Okay, so I don't know. Though, having said that, we still have a ton of work ahead. I've been going through the reports of your activities since we arrived. And there's just way too much about this place that doesn't make any sense. This Lost Belt's prime species, the Denios, Kukalan, the god they worship, and the only one to exist in all of Macallan. And then there's the Tez who attacked the Storm Border. Chichen Itza's King of Dinosaurs says he's Tez too, though we can set that aside for now. Yes, he's Tez as well, but he's also clearly not our enemy. Not our problem here. No, our problem here is David and the Tez who is his servant. There's also the Ashamit, who believe in Aztec mythology. David and Tez have been spreading in Mexico City, where they all live. Apparently, ORT is going to put on an appearance there sometime in the near future. And on top of that, the Storm Border still needs extensive repairs, and then...
Is something wrong, young miss? You look as though this entire world displeases you. Now the Dark and Commander Gordoff have returned from the altar. Shouldn't you, their ruler, offer a word of encouragement?
Yeah, but there's no reason I need to do it now, right? They don't seem injured or anything.
Then what about making a presidential declaration to the rest of Chaldea's staff? I recall you very much looking forward to that. Watching from a distance simply doesn't seem like you. Have you had a change of heart, perhaps? For instance, do you now clearly remember who you really care?
And what if I do? It doesn't matter. I'm still not so much as a single AU closer to remembering anything about myself.
I see. Pity. But if that is true, you should have no difficulty joining the conversation. Are you sure you don't want to give a rousing campaign speech? I grant you that Kukalan has taken over the coveted position of the most powerful fighter. I understand your reluctance, as that position is your entire purpose in life.
It's not a competition, now shut up! Ha! And then there's the problem of what to do with those two. Olga Marie and Rasputin. Honestly, I have no idea how to act around them. Rasputin in particular, I can never forgive. But setting that aside for now... She may have lost her memories, but Olga Marie is still the foreign god. In the end, or really from start to finish, she's the clearest enemy we've got. With Holmes gone for the time being, it's my job to serve as both technical and administrative advisor. And speaking in both capacities, I just don't think we could trust her lightly. Or at least, we shouldn't consider her a dependable fighter. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter how many times she's helped you so far, or even that she saved us in Mexico City. So just because she's helping us now doesn't make her a true ally? Essentially, yes. Believe me, I wish we could rely on her, but Holmes was always the one who handled these kinds of tricky situations before. Without him here. So what about Koyhans then? Oh, she's fine. We don't have to worry about her. Trismus too already concluded that she's definitely a servant on Chaldea's, that is, humanity's side. Anyway, for the time being, the rest of the staff is inside the storm border recuperating from the shock of being shaken around like crazy when Kukalan scalaped the border over here. That includes Montreal too. As a result, we fortunately haven't been able to take a vote on Olga Marie yet. I'll explain the situation to everyone once they've recovered from the motion sickness. When I do, even if one of them feels like they can't accept her being here, then I plan to respect that. Are you two okay with that? I understand. If you think we need unanimous approval, I have no problem with that.
Well, if you're okay with that, then I have no objections either. Regardless of who that so-called president of Earth truly is, the fact remains that she looks just like Olga Marie. I wasn't around for the Finnish Chaldean days, so I can't imagine how the staff who were must feel about this. So it would be foolish of me to use my authority to shut them down on grounds that we need all the help we can get right now. So if any staff on the border, starting with Montreal, say, refuse to accept Olga Marie's help, then that will be the end of it as far as I'm concerned. Having said that, Montreal, Tomlin, Octava, Chin, Koyan, Kanye, I don't know. Aaron, Kawata, and Marcus. Every single one of them is a veteran of Chaldea. They've all been through hell and lived to tell the tale. So while that may not be thrilled, I'm confident that I won't think twice about bringing an old enemy or two into the fold.
Director. Excuse me, are you finished with your discussion? I'm sorry to interrupt. I was keeping my distance since it seemed like you were dealing with a number of interpersonal issues. But I feel I needed to speak up before the Denios behind me started getting out of hand. Good day, Chaldeans. You must be Da Vinci, yes? I'm Tepu. I met Mash and Talk in the first stratum, and I've been accompanying them ever since. And these Denios right behind me are... let me guess. I fucking knew it! I knew it was gonna be them, man! Fucking shit. They're back! They're soccer players! That's right, it's us! Your dependable, locally sourced labor! The Denios Brothers 11! Or however the fuck you say the name. God damn it. Death rolling. What are you all doing here? Are you out on a run? No, big sis, Mash, this isn't about Sakota practice. Master Tepu asked us to help repair your ship. Oh, I see. Thank you. Glad to see you guys again. You're going to be a huge help. Yeah, right? Real talk, though. We never carried anything heavier than a Sakota ball before, but we'll manage. That they will, because I will be managing them. The Discoyan brothers are very fast runners, so I'm going to have them secure and transport resources. We'll make sure you have all the materials you need so you can simply focus on making repairs to your... Hello? Is something wrong? Are you not getting enough sunlight? Oh shit, what's going on with Da Vinci?
Technical Administrative Advisor? What's wrong? You look like you just seen a ghost.
Yep. There's the child and her going crazy. Source, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs! Real life dinosaurs! What an explosion! What artistic masterpieces! I can't believe it. The Denios really are dinosaurs! This is incredible! I want to touch them! Fucking goddamn it. I'm taking a picture of that. I knew something like this was going to happen, especially after fucking that one summer event, but Jesus Christ. Da Vinci's inner child coming out. Sorry about that. I only just woke up, so I'm still a little wonky. I'm Leonardo da Vinci, Chaldean's resident engineer. And you must be Tepu, the dinosaur who's been helping Dark and Mash. Pleased to meet you. She's acting like nothing happened. They're all tired out from her cuddle attack. The pleasure's all mine. Now, on the subject of repairing your ship, I'm afraid we won't be much direct aid. But we have much direct aid since we don't understand the ship or its construction. But if you tell us what resources you require... for these repairs, we can gather them easy enough. You're also very welcome to stay at my house if any of you wish to spend the night in the city. You are our guests, and we are very happy to give you whatever welcome we can. No way, that's awesome! I definitely want to check out the big Dino City. Oh, but, only to increase my understanding of the Lost Belt. Yeah, we need to know everything we can about Magellan's history and culture, yeah. So if it's no trouble... Not at all. I'd be thrilled to have your company. Having the opportunity to talk to a sage of proper human history is a genuine miracle, after all. Oh, right. There's something else we need to do first. I'm sure you'll need at least a few days to finish your affairs. So you need to secure your own safety by eliminating the carnivorous insects and other beasts in this area.
Oh-ho! Carnivorous insects, huh? Just hearing about that makes me want to pack up and go home. I feel it in my bones. Doc, Mash. Nito and Nembu are still recovering, so I want you two to handle this yourselves.
I gotta ask if Uo comes along too, but maybe I shouldn't right now. That won't be a problem. We've encountered these creatures several times already. Come on, Master. The two of us alone should be able to... Kukalan? What? You're not gonna chase off all the beasts? You're gonna go chase off all the beasties that might bother you, right? So, I'm coming with. I set this shit down here to begin with. Plus, I've been wanting to see how you guys fight. Etiquette isn't my strong suit, but I hope you don't mind if I fight alongside you heroes of proper human history regardless. Is that so? Alright, yeah. Oh, Kukalan. Of course, Smash I'm being forced to use. I hate when they do this to me. Really annoys me. Let's see. Fighting Blitz workers. Riders and the Swabers. You know what? Saber's cheeky. It's bring her along. And then... trying to focus on those that aren't Bond 10 quite yet. Let's see. On one hand, I'm like, yeah. On the other hand, I'm like, eh. Alright, and then... why not Bond Doppel? Alright. Let's see how this goes. If it goes according to plan. Oh, I didn't look at my craft essence. I mean my mystic code. But you know, it don't matter. Let me also exit out of that thing. Let's see. Oh, how utterly convenient. We're gonna do this from the start. Ah, didn't inflict the death, but that's okay. Of course. Nah. That works for me anyway. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. Of course, I ain't getting the cards I want, but that's okay. Now, if you can give me the... God damn it, it's not giving me the cards I need. I could have killed this guy if you gave me Cuckoo's cards. Thank you. Alright, Cuckoo. And more of them. Alright, well I can't use that. But we can go smash. Oh, well, that worked out well. Oh yeah, right, because I had an invincibility too. Anyway. I didn't even have to bring out the other one. Void Shiki was enough. Not bad, not bad. Talking bit, huh? Okay. Well, first let me get that. Then I'm gonna exchange one of these, because I have silver apples I can burn if I need to. Alright, talking. Alright, and here we are partying at Temu's house. Okay, some of you might be meeting for the first time, so let me introduce myself. My name's Leonardo da Vinci. I'm Chaldea's technical advisor and technical and administrative you can just think of me as a peerless genius who can do anything she sets her mind to. I'm Nito. I'm Nito. No, hold on. What voice did I use for her? God damn it. I'm Nito, a caster servant. I'm told you're the Denios who guarded the border while I was recovering. For that, you have my thanks. I was once Pharaoh, though briefly. As such, I always repay my debts in full. Huh? What are you talking about? All I did was chase off a few Oshamet. Everything is such a big deal to you guys. Worry less, or you're just gonna wear yourselves out. I see you're as strong as body as you are of heart. Warrior Wakachan. You are an admirably acoustic Denios. You think? What's an altruistic? Altruistic. There you go. Ah. I guess I'll go next then. I'm Scion Etham Sukaris, one of Chaldean's allies. Thank you for rescuing us from those altars. I really appreciate it. Tez gave us some questionable herbs, which put us to sleep, so I don't recall what happened. But it sounds like you all went through quite the ordeal there. You'll have to tell me all about it later. Huh? Is that all there is? Where's everyone? Is this all there is? Where's everyone else? The Nemos are staying with the border since it's built on top of the Nautilus. Captain Nemo is simply moving away is enough to dramatically... Captain Nemo simply moving away is enough to dramatically decrease its functionality. So he's staying behind to help get the border back up and running as soon as humanly possible. And the staff members' rooms are still intact, so they said they'd prefer to rest there. As for Commander Gordov...
Chichen Itza. The city of Denios, is it? Normally I would let the field operatives go somewhere like that. But I can see you have your heart set on this regardless. Okay, you have my permission. Me? Of course not. I'll never set anywhere so dangerous if I... Never set foot anywhere so dangerous if I can possibly help it. You've seen Wakachan yourself, right? He may be nice and understanding, but his abilities are terrifying. Remember when he just casually swooped his tail to shoo off some insects? Knocked down a tree that was over 10 meters tall! The city of Denios might as well be a city of giants! Going there as a tourist is practically a death sentence! Suffice to say, I'm not setting 1 foot outside the border. My personal room and my command room may both be under repair at the moment. But fortunately, I'm already used to using the hangar as my temporary personal room. At this point, I'll gladly take working air conditioning over anything else.
I know what you mean. The heat here in McCollin has been ridiculous. Just standing out in the jungle is enough to make me miss Russian winter. I don't know how Dark and Mash handle it.
You're telling me? I read the report on the Sixth Singularity! And I suppose they weren't exaggerating about the heat in Jerusalem. It wasn't even this hot back when I attended the car rally as a spectator. Hang on. You're staying here on the border too, Kodak? You know you don't have a room here, right?
Yeah, I know. My cell's pretty much gone after the whole crash thing. But Dark said I can stay in his room as long as I liked in the meantime. Oh, look at that. How generous of me. Oh, so you two are staying on the border? Then I think I'll set up camp here as well. We may have gotten rid of the nearby hostile wildlife, but there's no telling when more Oshamed might try to attack. And since I'm a Chaldean servant, excuse me, it's only right that I do my part to help you all stay healthy and safe. So the next time the Oshamed show up, I'll confiscate their guns and make sure they can't bother you again. I can't believe her. She's totally going to collect the weapons she gave them and act like nothing happened. He said, it's the commander's job to stay behind and keep the border safe. Yeah, let's leave it at that.
That's a good plan. The border's armor looks pretty tough, but there's no telling what might happen at night. I think they'll be safer in the border than here in Chichen Itza.
Anyway, that went on longer than I expected. Especially for a pre-dinner greeting, but I'm done now. You spend all day getting rid of dangerous wildlife, so I'd like you to just eat and get some sleep for tomorrow. Oh, before you go to bed, is there anything you want to ask about, Dark? Well... Huh? I'm curious to know, Kugalan, who has more authority, you or the King of Dinosaurs? Huh? Oh, you mean I didn't tell you? Who has more authority? So, you want to know the chain of command? Oh, yes, that is rather fuzzy.
Well, I could tell you who's stronger, but who has more authority? I'm not really sure.
The King of Dinosaurs is in charge of all things having to do with Dino's society. His decisions for Chichen Itza take priority. I'm more of a representative of order in Machalan as a whole. You can even call me a translator of sorts. Really? Because I read records of what happened at the sacrificial altars. It says you referred to yourself as Machalan's creator. Oh, that was, more of a spur-of-the-moment thing. I kinda just wanted to make myself look good in front of that bastard with sunglasses. Besides, Machalan is basically made up of Earth resources, so if anything, I'm kind of an outsider here. Oh, I know. I really just kind of exist. Nobody asks anything of me, so I don't ask anybody anything of anybody. I heard that's what the gods of proper human history are like. Is that not the case? No, that's right. The more transcendent a god's power, the less involved they are with human society. That's what a god should be like. A being whose main purpose is to make people think they exist. Natural phenomena aren't inherently good or evil. It was a human's job to decide what alignment a particular phenomenon fell under. So, does that mean you're the definition of order in Machalan as the Dinos imagine it? Yes, I think that's right. Well, I couldn't tell you who first imagined that.
So why are you dressed like an Ocelot?
'Cause I wanted to! I mean, no, of course it wasn't anything as simple as that. I'm dressed like this 'cause it's, a disguise! Yeah, it's a disguise! I copied an outfit in the style of proper human history so I could blend in better while I was in Mexico City. I see. A wise decision, as I would expect from you, Kukalan. However, this is Chichen Itza, not Mexico City. So why not take that outfit up now? Besides, you never wore any clothes before.
Yeah, you must be hot with all that clothes covering you, right? How come you're not just going nude, Lady Kukalan?
Wow, impressive. Nude? That would seem to make a great deal of sense for a god of the Dinos. What do you think, Dark? Don't be ridiculous, Scion. Kukulon, please, just keep what you're wearing on. It's, very punk. I mean rock, and, this burrito. Yes, of course. Though I do get the sense that Desperito is entirely complimentary. The fucking goddamn it, Mash. So Kukulon used to run around naked here, huh? God damn it, fucking David, you ruined everything. Okay. Now that we're all settled down, let's talk about our schedule from tomorrow on. Our main focus is still repairing the storm border, but to do that, we need to split up into 2 groups. One for procuring resources and one for making the repairs. Mash, I'd like you to assist Scion with looking over the computer room. Dark, I'd like you to join the resource team and help collect the materials we need. If you guys need to go to the jungle, take Nito with you for protection. If you're going around Chichen Itza, then Waka-chan will guide you instead.
Sorry, I can't. I got some important business to take care of.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. In that case... Guess I have no choice but to take on the task of guarding you while we go shopping in Chichen Itza! Damn, what a pain that'll be!
If it's just the 2 of you, then you probably need a guide. I'd be happy to fill that role. You need only ask. Chichen Itza is a peaceful city, but you still never know what might happen.
Thanks, Tapu. You're a great help. You know, I still have a lot of things I want to talk to you about. Okay then, everyone's off to bed. We got a busy day ahead of us tomorrow.
Did Ugo go? Where did Uo go? Huh? Find more beasts, I'm guessing. Or something, maybe? I don't know.
It was a long time before the present. Long before the Neogen, Palaeogen, Cretaceous, Jurassic, or Triceric periods. Our journey as a species began on the continent 300 million years ago. That's how this texture, this cosmic hypothesis, was programmed. Back then, there was only one continent. It was a new world, created when 3 smaller continents collided and fused together. The collision formed the mountains, and the mountains formed airflows. The airflows begat rainy seasons, which produced many rivers and countless marshes. So many kinds of plants began to grow, and so great woodlands were born on this planet. The forests were made up of great ferns, about 40 meters tall by your measurements. These ferns were our vessels, and they became the new society that kept us alive. The forest continued to grow without any natural predators. The insects evolved to become bigger and stronger. And finally, become a form of life modern humans like yourselves would understand. Our species changed course to match the evolution of those life forms as well. Also, those ferns eventually returned to the ground. Much later, in your time, what remained of them would become the coal you dig up and use. This is why your people call this particular time the Carboniferous period. The insect's time at the top of the food chain was short-lived. It wasn't long before Verabrates appeared. Verabrates? Whatever. We still remember how astonished, how overjoyed we were back then. Mouse with teeth, 4 sturdy limbs, heads that extended from the torso. Anodates, or whatever. A new form of life, similar to what you call lizards. It was clear for all to see that they would become the Earth's dominant species, at least for a time. These creatures, born from animatic eggs with a kind of membranous layer. These eggs were filled with fluid, which surrounded the young within as they grew and developed. This method of procreation granted the young protection from the outside world in the form of an egg itself. It was a far safer way of giving birth, and one which had not yet been seen. Thanks to the amidus eggs, these life forms no longer needed to remain in water to reproduce, and so life on land became viable. Over many long years, they further divided into synapses and sauropsids. The ones who survived extinction became the dinosaurs' ancestors. For 47 million years, they made this land into their own personal paradise. Up until this point, everything has been the same as what had transpired in your world. Here, though, our worlds diverge, and Machalan begins. 66 million years ago, this planet faced its third extension level event. 81% of all aquatic life, and 70% of all land vertebrates died as a result. In your timeline, proper human history, this is where the world of the dinosaurs came to an end. But this is the Lost Belt. Thanks to a tiny deviation in its path. The meteor that devastated the Earth arrived 250 million years sooner. Oh. So this Lost Belt changed because the meteor arrived sooner. Interesting. Instead of waiting for humans like you to appear much later, we chose the existing creatures to carry the torch of life. We chose the prehistoric children who continued to live on this planet, just like you. So I'm guessing that was a dream that I had, and that's where my dream ended. That sounds a lot like the lucid dreams masters sometimes have as a result of synchronizing their minds with their servants. The voice in the dream said it was the Carbon-Ferris period, right? Then you must have been seeing a Panosid-era Earth. The Denoviad period, the Carbon-Ferris period, and the Permaria period mark the end of the Paleozoic era. Whatever the fuck you say those words. The Mesozoic era of the dinosaurs began when the Paleozoic era came to an end. Do you know why all the Paleozoic era creatures died out, Dark? The mass extinction events known as the Big Five, right? Yep, exactly. And the biggest of the Big Five is an event that took place at the end of the Perminal period. In the case of the other mass extinction events, we know exactly what happened. The cause of this third one, though, is still unclear. Some people believe it happened because of spontaneous volcanic eruptions. Others say meteor impacts. Still others blame temperature increases from the sun release of methane from the ocean bottoms. If that mass extinction hadn't happened, life on this planet would probably have evolved very differently from what it is now. After that event, the Mesozoic era, where the dinosaurs reigned supreme, lasted for 180 million years. Followed by the Cenozoic era, which began 66 million years ago and is still going strong. However, no heroic spirit could possibly have memories of that time. Except, well, the fucking goddamn it. I didn't expect her to have this. Well, I guess there might have been an exception or two who happened to be around in the pre-Cumberland era. Fucking goddamn lolly Lancelot. I didn't expect this. This is funny. Fucking peace sign, fucking smirking. Tee-hee. But as a general rule, human or heroic spirits, by definition, all live during the Sinoic era. Fucking goddamn. Anyway. The only being who could possibly show you anything like what is like that is what the Magecraft world calls an archetype. They're essentially like the plant's brain or memory. An archetype, huh? I must say, Proper Human History's tableware was wonderful. I'm especially fond of this cup. They actually gave him fucking plate holding. Oh my god. They really went fucking funny with this. You use tableware too? I mean, we use tableware too, but we never made so many varieties for different purposes. Oh, I see. So you call this a watering can? Interesting. Would you mind if I kept one as a sample? I can't wait to show this to our resident artisans. I bet they'd be so impressed that they'd begin mass production in no time. I can see it now. A brand new type of cup made just for Denios. We'll call it Drinky No Spilly. It's going to be a huge hit, Drinky No Spilly. Oh, that's the watering can Mash brought back from the border last night. Drinky No Spilly. That's not really how watering cans are meant to be used, but I guess it's fine. I guess even with all their advanced knowledge, Denios don't bother with what they deem unessential. But I can see you're not like the rest of them, Tepu. You're extremely curious, aren't you? You really have the spirit of an adventurer. It means you never forgot what it's like to be a kid. You think so, Da Vinci? Tepu seems more like one of the most mature people I've met, personally. If you mean I haven't matured mentally from a certain point in life, then you may well be right. I've never been good at simply accepting things around me as though they were without first giving them some thought. As I told you before, Mash, I never quite fit in with the Denios society, which is why I went off to live on my own. Perhaps my thoughts are closer to people from Proper Human History than they are to my fellow Denios. At any rate, it's almost time for the sun to begin moving away from its altar. So we should begin repairing the border. Just to be sure, may I ask you all what your immediate schedules are like? Of course, I'm going to help Scion in the border's computer room. Habitride is currently in their base form, recharging for magical energy at the border. I'm gonna look around Chichen Itza with you, Tepu. I heard you can get all kinds of rare ore around here. I'm going to be Dark's escort. Also, Nemu Baker asked me to get some ingredients for rations from the jungle. Do you need a guide? The jungle's practically my backyard, so I know it real well. Why don't you come along with us, Olga Marie? Someone broke in. Oh, good. Sorry, I made it. Sorry about the busted wall. I guess it's a little late for that now, though. Anyway, I hope you forgive me. After all, I came here on a mission. Whoa! Come with me. There's a place I want to show you. I just know you're going to love it. Oh, right. You mentioned that yesterday, didn't you? Something about being the kind of place only powerful Denios can make? That weak Ashamet could never? Alright, let's see this place. Sounds more interesting than fixing a ship. So there you have it, Dark. I already have plans. Too bad. Waka-chan going on a date with Uoga Marie. Baby, this is for the best. Waka-chan go on a date with Uoga Marie. Look at that. Oh, look, we got other Denios here too, huh? You here already, huh? We only just figured out what everyone's gonna work on. For some reason, the Denios keep coming up and talking my ear off. They're all really inquisitive and friendly, so there hasn't been any trouble. I'm just not sure how to handle them. Tepu, if they're here just to gawk at us, I'd rather you have them keep their distance. I understand. This is fairly unusual for Denios. Must be because of the King of Dinosaurs decree. You mean the one permitting them to discuss proper human history? Yes. I believe they've come to take a look for themselves now that they have permission to do so. I have an idea. Would you be willing to talk to them once you're done working for the day? I believe that should satisfy the Dino's curiosity. What do you say, Mash? Doc, are you sure you want us to be the ones to handle that? I think it would be much more productive coming from you or Scion or Da Vinci. No, I think you two are by far the best choice. Don't you agree, Kukalan? Yes, I do. These Denios really want to hear about proper human history and Lost Belts from people who actually lived in those worlds, not from academics. Honestly, I already heard stories about them myself, but it was so much fun, I want to hear them again. Huh? So, where are you going with this? I don't think this is a good spot. The other staff will be too scared. The Denios make pretty imitating first impressions, right? So, I think the staff's gonna need some time to get used to them. Good point. Why don't we have this get together at the shrine then? I'll make sure the king agrees to it. And thank you for choosing your words so carefully, Kodak. I really appreciate it. I was just telling the truth, that's all, but thanks for picking a place. Alright, we're off to the jungle to hunt beasts. We should look for animals without any toxins, yes? Yeah, the border's food reserves almost ran out while everyone was barricaded inside. Seems like it was so bad the baker apparently started stirring an empty pot just to feel like she was doing something. So yeah, we definitely need to replenish our meat supply. If you can find fruits or spices too, even better. Then we should try the area near the Cullen ruins. The trees there should have plenty of what you're looking for. Come on, Nino. Dark, let's go. Oh, but watch out. McCullen's turkeys aren't to be trifled with, turkeys. If you aren't careful, they might end up eating you instead.
Turkeys? The demon turkeys are back? Oh no!
And Kukalan's here. We're using Nino. I'm gonna use my servant because fuck you. Anyway. Even though I have a type disadvantage, which is kind of stupid, but it is what it is as well. Let's see. I think we'll use you today, actually. I'll kind of just go with what I did before. Works for me. No, not that one, that one. Alright, that said... Let me just make sure certain things are working today. As I'm going to take a moment to just look at other versions of the playback to make sure they are working. Okay, good, it is. And that one's working too, alright. Let's make doubly sure all that is... Good, okay. Now then, unintelligent small Dino. So look at that, we have the smaller versions now. Let's see how that goes. Ah, so close. Screaming without reason. What a skill name. Screaming without reason, huh? And that lasts 3 turns, right? Yeah, so plenty of time to do what needs to be done. And by that I mean smash. In case you still are alive. And you are, you little bitch. Alright, Buster Call. The Maniac?
Yeah, Maniacs.
Oh no, they stunned me. Damn it, I was gonna use her thing too. Alright, let's see how this goes then. That just means I should have used the AoE before. Oh well. Yeah, it looks about right. Giant turkey. Clearly a chicken, though. God damn it, again? You're just gonna keep doing it, huh? Yep. Just keep fucking doing it. Alright, here, I'll do that for you at least. Alright, go punch him. See, you're playing Mario, man. There you go. What's up, Odd Attack? How you doing? He just keeps doing that. Wow, Nito, you can't do shit here, huh? Alright, Shiki. There you go. The turkey chicken is dead. Huzzah, we now have food. Huzzah, we have the food. That was horrific. What possible reason could there be for creatures to sound like that? I never heard anything so awful. The cries were heavy with regret, remorse, lingering attachment, and unadulterated shame. It felt as though they were fervently blaspheming every living thing in the world. Whatever happened to Machan being a divine world where the dead were only tested to save them? You're thinking of proper human histories, Machala, not this one. Still, that was pretty weird. I know sound waves can mess with your inner ear, but I don't know why they seem to be even more effective on you. At any rate, be extra careful in how you prepare that turkey. And make sure you cook it thoroughly, too. Otherwise, we might end up taking in its detestable insolence when we eat it! Insolence. Phew, I'm exhausted! A little Scotch came out there. Running back and forth between Chichen Itza and the fourth stratum really takes it out on you! Why are we doing this again? I know Master Tebu said it will strengthen our lower bodies, but still! I remember he said it'd be an easy job that we all have to do is gather parts to repair their ship. He didn't tell us how far we have to run to do it, or that there'll be Oshalit along the way. It's pretty rough. Now, don't be like that, brothers. We're doing this to help our new siblings, remember? Plus, they said we could place Sakota on the ship's deck once the repairs are finished. Imagine our beautiful passes going back and forth in the open sky. Pretty sweet, right? Oh, I just noticed the eye fucking moved there. That sounds awesome. Guess we'll just have to keep doing our best. But first, we gotta have Dark do his part. I'll call dibs on this seat. Oh yeah, we're doing the we got new ones. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, we're talking about the discussion thing, huh? You're gonna tell us about proper human history, right? I thought I was the only brother who was interested in that, but turns out everyone is. Oh yes, Tepu told us about this. You're alright. Since Nito's here too, why don't we tell you about ancient Egypt? Is it okay with you, Pharaoh Nito? Of course. My reign didn't last very long, but that doesn't make me any less of a pharaoh. Very long is unexaggerated. I shall gladly tell you the life of our glorious kingdom, ancient Egyptian 6th dynasty. And Ramses is the 18th? 19th? And with that, my life as pharaoh came to an end, and I vanished from the earth without ever visiting the Eternal Kingdom. It was all back in the 22nd century BC. Afterward, the ancient Egyptian dynasties would continue to flourish until the 1st century AD. Pharaoh Cleopatra did her best till the very end, but ultimately, the Roman Republic changed the course of Egypt's history forever. Damn, Queenie, talk about living the hard life. Those evil priest and advisor guys are like Vtuber, right? And you've been surrounded by tons of them since you were born? They manipulated your brother, the king, right up to the moment they had him assassinated? So you had to act like they were manipulating you too? All while you're secretly looking for an opportunity to strike back at them? And then, after years of gritting your teeth and biding your time, you finally managed to gather all the evil conspirators in one place and wipe them all out? Damn. Could you do that, brother? It's like if you had to live your life with your entire Sakota team as your enemies. Oh man, no way! I wouldn't even last a day! And you didn't just survive, you actually won, Lady Nito? You're even more badass than Lady Kukulon! So this is what gods are capable of? That's way better than our god! All she does is walk around, she goes around taking walks. Goes around taking walks. Oh shit, Kukulon's just threatening fucking genocide. Is that your way of telling me that the Ochen species have lived out its usefulness? If I can wipe you all out like that, because I can wipe you all out just like that. Thank you, but I'm really nothing special. Any pharaoh would have done the same. No, they wouldn't. Besides, if I was truly as good as you say, then instead of executing those conspirators, I would have managed to save my brothers from the assassins sent after them. Neato, Chris. That said, there's no denying my victory was truly spectacular. I like to think my brothers were watching from the Eternal Kingdom with pride. Anyway, thank you all for listening so attentively. You are a wonderfully well-behaved audience.
That's just 'cause you're such a good talker! Much fuller than in all of her other appearances. I think that's just partly because of the art style too, but yeah, you just noticed that though. That's just 'cause you're such a good talker. I felt like I was there watching it all happen. So stories of your history are all like this? Man, it was so sharp, it felt like it was gonna cut my brain. I don't think any of us will last a day in your world. Losing your whole family because they're bad guys evil plotting? Deceiving, hating, killing members of your own species. We couldn't possibly deal with anything so cruel. But hearing it as a story, well, we could totally manage. I guess that's the good thing about stories.
You may be right, but doesn't that mean your kind never had any kind of war in your history?
Okay, but after all that, there's still one thing I don't get. What was with all that stuff about years and eras? Do you guys just always keep track of time in proper human history? You mean you Denios don't?
Wait, hold on. Are you saying Machalan doesn't have historical eras? You don't keep track of the passage of time in your culture? That's right. To be honest, I found it strange ever since I started traveling with you. It seems like humans and Denios perceive time very differently. We don't have any concept of what you've been calling years. What you call the past, we simply refer to broadly as before. For us, 100 years ago is just a little before. 1,000 years ago is long before. So our society never gets more complex. Like it did in the dynasties Nito so kindly told us about. Counting the years, really, recording our history at all is something Denios have never done before. There's never been any need. Our way of life has been the same ever since it began long before. To convert it in your measurements, nothing about us has changed for the last 66 million years. Well, with the exception of the cryptor shit, but damn. Their society has been so stagnant, they've been basically the same for 66 million years. At least until the cryptor showed up about a year ago. Damn. Ain't that something? Also, what the fuck did I fight was a dragon? The Denios? I guess. Life in the Chichen Itzas. I'm gonna need more water soon. Okay, guys. I got a quest for you. You know the heat-resistant paint plating on the border's bow? A lot of it came off. So I was hoping you could find some quartz for us. Zion says that if you bring us about 20 tons of quartz, she can alchemically transmute it into what we need. 20? How can we carry 20 tons? Master's right. Even with his backup final battle mystic code, there's no way he can carry 20 tons by himself. Ah, don't be shy. You can just ask me to handle that kind of thing. As long as I can get a hold of it, I can carry just about anything. Oh, but I guess just any old ore isn't gonna cut it, right? Sorry, I'm more of a broad strokes kind of god. Can I just bring you a whole mountain and call it a day? Ha! If you can bring us an entire mountain, do you know of one made up of this substance? It's called obsidian. Oh yeah, I do. There's literal mountains of them, actually. Alright, back in the second underworld, there was nothing but obsidian mountains as far as the eye can see, obsidian. Great, that's not far from here at all. Let's go grab one right now. So we're going back to the underworld, and the bird is here. I see. So you need a mountain's worth of obsidian, Chirp. These sword mountains are compressed myth, overlaying Great King Emma's mindscape into the Ichta whatever mountain range. Ideally, I would like to keep them as my swords, Chirp. But if you need them to repair Chaldean's ship, I suppose I have no choice but to let one go. However, prideful voice. I may be willing to part with one, but I can't say the same for my Tormentor demons. You have Tormentor demons here? Where the fuck were they? They're saying, defeat us if you can, and you think you can get rocks that easily? In retrospect, I may have overindulged them. They're a bit pretentious now. And Forge, unfounded confidence only leads you and those around you to harm. The best cure for this is a harsh lesson in the school of hard knocks. Huh. Yikes. You're a lot harsher than you look. Anyway, you heard her, Dark. You okay with this? Is this one of those situations where you need to treat all of life as precious or love your enemies or something like that? Nope, see if you can KO them by the count of 3. I see. No mercy for those who stand in your way, huh? Might makes right and all that? Got it. Well then, I'll leave their bodies intact, but I'll smash their pride to bits. You know, I'm not usually much for violence, but there's something about hearing KO that gets me all fired up. Oh, yeah, that's that kooky inside of you. That's the kooky inside you. She does have the fucking spirit of the, Gonna use Benny Emu? Interesting. Benny. Alright, let me see. That works for me, to be honest. Let's see. Excuse me. Yeah, you know what? Let me use this guy. Ah, my everything. Obsidian Oni, huh? Well, you're getting, this. Alright, Shiki, let's see if you can create death upon these fools. Damn, didn't get any, most of them. Apparently, their attack increases when you hit them. That's gonna be annoying. Especially because they have crit up bullshit. Nah, fuck it. Benny, do the thing. Wow, that didn't do any fucking damage, huh? Alright, let's see what we can do here. Well, looks like they're only temporary, which is good. Alright, and Shiki do the thing. Maybe we can inflict death this time, but I doubt it. I think we killed the one. What are the cards telling me? They're telling me Buster Call. I just noticed he's got whatever. It's okay. Haha, you fool! You hit the one with the evade. Let's see. Almost dead. Ow. Ow, you bitch. You know what? Even though it's gonna heal you. Alright, Cuckoo, good job. Oh wait, it was only the 3, damn it. Okay, I thought there was more. I could have switched out for him and I could have blown them all away. Whatever, it's okay. I didn't realize, I'm like, wait a minute, is there 3 battles or is there 1? Yeah, I could have had better teams then. Vengeful voice screaming. And now he exploded. Did they really just blow themselves up? Don't worry, they were just vowing to have a rematch. I can hear the resolve in their voices chirp. They said, we're going to bulk up even more by the time we next meet, and, well fought, we suppose you can have some training stones. Isn't that great? This is how a good fairy tale should go, chirp. It's true, even though they're a bunch of stone statues. They had some real backbone to them. Pounding on them was so satisfying, I'm almost sad I defeated them. Anyway, I'll just be taking one of these mountains to go, yes? This should cover 20 tons, right? Just picks up a fucking mountain. I didn't think she meant it literally, but I guess that's God's for you. Okay, looks like she should have no problem collecting and transporting the ore by herself. By the way, it's just you here today? I know Mash is keeping an eye on your ship, but what about that other woman, Chirp? Other woman, you mean Koyans or Olga Marie? No, not her. If you brought that money-grubbing deviant back here, I'd be mustering all of my mountains for a massive rabbit hut, Chirp. No, I mean the woman with the crown and the horns. Olga Marie. She was every bit as determined as Mash to make sure you came to no harm. So I thought, as long as she and Mash were by your side, I could let you go off in Nubcullen and rest easy, knowing that you'd be completely safe, Chirp. Well, I still doubt you're in any danger with the jade-haired behemoth following you around now. Did you and Olga Marie have a fight or something? No, nothing like that. We just haven't had a chance to talk lately. I see. Well, I'm glad to hear you two are still good friends, Chirp. That said, the heart can be fickle. Even the smallest thing can grow into an impassable rift. So if you need to ask something, then ask it. If you need to apologize, then do it. Once you've grown distance, nothing you say will ever bridge that gap. Every encounter in this life is precious. When you get an opportunity to talk, you can't be afraid to take it, Chirp. Good advice from Benny Maru. It's story time again. It's story time again. Oh, look, we got a new one. Another new one. Koyans is here today. Oh, I see things are going quite well here, too. The Denios just don't have any notion of resentment or perception about foreign cultures. Preconception, whatever. We had so many volunteers lining up to repair the border, we don't need to ask anybody. If only humans could take a page from their No, wait. On second thought, that might be a bit hasty. If everyone ever only worked for the benefit of those around them, I'd be out of business. Maybe it's possible to be too understanding. They are smart enough to know when something is sad, but they don't see tragedies as tragic. They have the empathy to understand when someone is frustrated, but they don't recognize injustice as unjust. And while that may work fine for them, it would drive any neighbor crazy.
There's even more today than yesterday. I know I said I permit discussions of proper human history, but I didn't think it was going to get this big. Your Majesty, King of Dinosaurs, you here for an inspection? Hell no, I just wanted to kick a Sakota ball around. But you people are taking up the whole grounds. This is the only thing I ever do for fun, and now it's ruined. Hey! Chikan, move aside, I'm gonna sit in the back. You want to hear what they have to say, right? Then sit up front, no holding back, no point holding back. Who? Oh, that guy.
Oh my. How nice of you to help that shy Denios. You may be foul-mouthed, but you're a considerate king just the same. May I introduce myself?
Don't bother. You're the one who taught Black Tez all the things he didn't need to know, right? If you want to hawk your wares in Chichen Itza, go right ahead. I don't think you'll find many Denios looking to buy them, though.
Ouch. True, but ouch. I haven't sold a single item so far. Yes, well, that's fine. You can't build a successful business in a day. I'm happy to put in the work. I'm not just here to make money, you know. I got my eye on much bigger things.
So that's what you're really after, huh? I can tell that's gonna go up in flames. Anyway, why are you still standing around for? Can't you see all these Denios are waiting for you? Make with the stories already. Tell them about the different worlds you've seen. The kind of what-if tales that'll never come about in Machallan. So we're gonna discuss the Lost Belts? Okay, well, first off, Russia, but furry. Well, we got lights and shit. Rasputins. Kotamines.
Yes, good evening. Are you lost, Kotamine? I can show you around if you like.
No, that's alright. I was just about to take a break. I've been patrolling the border to make sure no Oshimets sneak aboard, you see.
Oh, thanks. It's hard for our sensors to detect the Oshimets since they barely have any magical energy. And since the captain isn't back to full form yet, that'll be a big help.
Oh? I'm under the impression that Captain Nemo was fully back in action.
Oh, that? Nah, he's just pretending he's fine, like always. Cyan pretends not to notice anything's wrong.
I see. I'll bear that in mind. By the way, is the Stormporter's power generated solely by internal combustion engines?
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, I was just wondering what we should do about powering the ship if the engines were to stop. I hear that you've barricaded yourselves within, in the dark, without any electricity when you crashed. That must have been terrible. So I thought, if the ship had some means of drawing power from the outside, you'd be able to restore it that much quicker.
I see. Good thinking as usual, Father. But don't worry, we already have a means in place for collecting energy from external sources. If we had some way to summon 100 servants with the ability to provide power, we can run the ship without the engines at all. Of course, now that the Wandering Sea Base is gone, I doubt we'll ever use it again. Oh. I hadn't considered that. Thanks for the inspiration!
So you do have a way to power the ship even if all of its engines were destroyed. Glad to hear that.
Yep. Though I would also bawl my eyes out if that ever happened.
Huh. Wait a second. You've been spending a lot of time around the border for the last couple of days. Shouldn't you be with the foreign god? You may wish to choose your words more carefully, Kodak. Throwing the word god around too casually could make this miraculous balancing act come crashing down. My apologies. Miraculous really doesn't do this situation justice. The present situation is all thanks to Dark and Mash's hard work and healthy, accepting mindset. You, on the other hand, don't seem to be nearly as open-minded as them. Once you've formed an opinion of someone, you won't easily change it. Yeah, that's right. Unlike them, I'm a mage. I can't change my principles on a dime. I'm just old-fashioned like that. I don't see that as a bad thing just now, though. 'Cause, see, Chaldea needs someone around who isn't just going to go all trusting in on the two of you, however much you help. As well you shouldn't. We are aiding Dark, not Chaldea, and temporarily at that. Once the young miss accepts her true position, we will take our leave right away. So it's all up to Olga Marie, huh? You're not planning to put a thumb on the scale? Of course not. I have no desire to fight. I only wish to witness the birth of one yet to arrive. That said, Rasputin's influence has left me with at least some of the emotions any human being ought to have. If I see a poor soul doomed to live a life of unhappiness, unless something is done, I'm compelled to reach out and help. I'm concerned about the young miss as well, though for very different reasons. This is not a good situation for her. She will have to make a decision herself, or she will only continue to suffer more. And since you agree that would be for the best, I expect I can trust you not to interfere. No, I won't. Even if Mash, Dark, and Olga Marie hate me for it. It's better if they part ways before they truly understand each other. You know something that we don't, Kodak, when it comes to the foreign god. Interesting. Alter ego, huh? What is it, Rasputin? That said, I'm gonna step away for a few minutes. I gotta get water at least, and let's see, what time is it? Almost 11? Yeah, maybe I'll prepare the one thing early, so give me about 5-10 minutes, guys. I'll be back. My legs!
What the fuck? Alright. I'm back. Sorry that took longer than I wanted. As usual, when I go upstairs, they're just like, oh, can you do this thing? Oh, can you do this thing? Oh, can you do this thing? I'm like, I have a thing. I'm doing stuff down here. Come on. I can give you a little bit of time, but you can't take my entire fucking afternoon. Come on. She still wants me up there to fucking fix her damn toilet. I'm just like, I did the 2 things. You can fucking wait a little bit. I got shit that I can't fucking, like... It's amusing you get the people that expect you to drop fucking everything you're fucking doing in order to work on whatever the hell they want you to do. It really is amusing and fucking stupid at the same time, but it is what it is. And their argument is, oh, but this is more important. I'm like, it's not like the fucking thing's exploding right now. Relax. You can wait an hour or 2. It's okay. The world isn't ending because your one little thing isn't fucking working right now. Alright. I can't take it anymore. The engine's gonna fall apart unless we shut them down and doing them up, so that's just what I'm gonna do. Engineer's now texting. Marine, tell Captain Jackass I'm gonna be shutting down all the Tri-Now engines in an hour. And it'll take at least 120 hours to completely overhaul them. What about power for the other facilities? Who cares how the rest of the body's doing if the heart gives out? I don't know about you guys, but I ain't planning on killing myself anytime soon. The captain wants to overrule me, then today's the day I finally challenge him to a duel and become the main Nemo myself. Surprise. Easy there, engineer. Just take a breath, okay? Here, try some of Baker's new rock salt ice cream. You hangry when you angry. Nice and cold. I like it. You don't need to challenge anyone to a duel. I'm completely on board with your plan. I have an idea that'll help us supply power for a period of time. We can shut down the engines once I'm set. And as luck would have it, I happened to do a maintenance check on the external power relays just last night. Talk about timely. Anyway, I'll fill Da Vinci in on the plan. Oh, and I'm gonna borrow about 6 Marines. Now I want a cookie. Hey, Mass. And Goomba, how you doing? Good timing, both of you. Wow, you guys... You're good? That's good, Gumbo. As I'm eating my fucking, Bramboli here. Not doing munch fair. You plan on getting Pope John or whatever the hell her name's pronounced as? That's gonna be coming out soonish. Yeah, YouTube notifications have always been pretty effed up mass attacks, so don't worry about it. That's usually how it goes. Always fucks everyone over one way or the other. Over 1,000? Damn. Huh. As I'm finishing up my Stramboli. Almost done. Yeah, I wasted like 10 tickets and rolled 10 on a whim just to see if I could pull another fucking cuckoo copy. Didn't want to go with it. I'm like, okay. I'm not going too crazy. She only wants to come once, she can come once. That's it. Huh. Alright, let me read this before I finish this food. Let me see. Baker. I can't help it over here. Sounds like we're going to need a whole lot of bunch loxes then. We got plenty of yummy chicken, so I'll make chicken sandwiches for everyone. Did we establish that the turkey I murdered in the last segment was a fucking chicken instead of a turkey? NP copies of Draco. Yeah, fair enough. I'm the collector, so I try to go after everyone. Try is the key word. Still got like, what, a month or two for Draco to pop up? And she's hot and definitely worth. And that's why we're putting together a hydroelectric generator next. I'll be coming along too this time. You got ads again. I said, what, we got like a month or two before she drops? Clap. Cause, I don't know, what, she come out in May or something last I heard? I could be wrong, though. Yeah. I laughed that King Protea has a fucking banner going on right now. I'm like, yay, my motherfucking kaiju. Late March? Oh shit, okay. Not too far away then. Sexy MILF, Nyewu. But as a beast, gonna be fun. And that's why we're putting together a hydroelectric generator next. I'll be coming along too this time. A hydroelectric generator? But there aren't any large rivers around here. The rivers from the first underground, the waterfalls. It'll be like Nikola Tesla's Niagara Falls generator. Oh, you're right, Senpai. We did pass massive waterfalls. And they were every bit as big as Niagara Falls. Yep, Professor got the idea after reading your report. Everything we need is packed into these shipping containers. Normally, just about everything would take the better part of 2 days, but... How come I have more than anyone else? I've been to Niagara Falls quite a lot. Huh, is that so? These chicken sandwich things are tasty. How come I have more than anyone else? As you can see, we already have a porter who will cut the time down considerably. I'm counting on you to convince her to help us. That's fine, but have you seen Olga Marie anywhere? No, actually, there's a particular story with Da Vinci here. Because, I mean, half of the gender flip, well, most of the gender flipped servants are just because it's like, no, I was really a woman, but the historic points have me as a man for whatever fucking reason. And there's various reasons for that. But Da Vinci is still a man. In fact, the first interaction you have with Da Vinci openly was like, yeah, I'm a man. I just chose to represent myself as the Mona Lisa. Because I admire beauty. Fucking Roman had an entire fucking segment dedicated to trying roasting her and being like, this man's a pervert. So, in the historical sense, still he's gay. But at the same time, it's like... They just decided to basically have a... what's the word? The original way I was going to word it didn't really make sense, actually. But like I said, Da Vinci is gay, but decided to take on the body of a woman so they can pass themselves off as being straight now. I'll put it that way. The real Da Vinci did have issue with flirting with his male servants. So he's not wrong, right? So like I said, I mean, it's kind of funny how they got the intellectual side down, but unless you count Dojins, but you know, that's fanfic bullshit. They don't really have Da Vinci's perverted side. Which is fucking hilarious, considering half the other intellectuals we have. We got fucking Mozart a bit on the perverted shtick, but not as bad as he is in realistic terms, because he was into some literal shit. Hello? I'm pretty sure she just stayed in her room all day yesterday. Didn't Waka-chan take her out on a date? Considering, like, that literally was a thing the other day. the giant T-Rex man actually took Olga Marie out on a date and disguised it as sightseeing. He's like, Olga Marie, I got something to show you! Come! This is something more impressive than any ocelot would build ever! Come with me! I'm like, oh, look at him. He's being clever and asking her out on a date. Literally broke down a fucking wall coming in because how excited he was. I'm like, oh, shit. She set out before the sun even arrived today. I suspect she'll be back by evening. How did she seem? She's been down in the dumps ever since we came back to Chichen Itza, so yeah, something about seeing ORT must have fucking triggered her. She seemed to be in extraordinary good spirits. Oh. Rejoice, humanity! My body is fully recovered! So I'm off to destroy Mexico City right now. They should have known I never forget an injustice! Hold on, please, Madam President. Don't you think it's a little too soon to be exercising military force? Yes, the Oshermet have been hunting Denios, but only in the jungle. Competition for survival in the jungle is natural for all living creatures. It doesn't merit military intervention. They're literally over-hunting you to the point of extinction, and this is your point of view, Temu? Man. Even though they're sacrificing Denios on their altars. Yes, even then. We are not invaders. We may defend ourselves, but we will never launch an attack. And yet, the last time we went to Mexico City, we snuck in and disrupted one of their important religious ceremonies. To attack now would be pure aggression. There's no honor in that. Fuck honor, they're a threat. Boom. Destroying their entire city simply because you are annoyed at them would be a black mark on your presidential record. Oh shit, Temu's being manipulative. Are you thinking of destroying Mexico City not as the ruler of this planet, but for the very personal reason of wanting to improve the opinion of certain people have of you? Of course I'm thinking about this as the sovereign of Earth. I always treated all of humankind equally, no matter the reason. Still, you're right, Temu. I'm gonna go and give myself some time to cool down. Ha! Why did Temu suddenly clam up? Did something happen with her? She said she was going to cool down. I don't blame her, but Charlin is very hot right now. Ha! But I could tell she was very worried about you two as well, for, well, many reasons. I see. We've been so busy we haven't had time to talk. And since she hasn't been at the border lately, it hasn't been any easier. But I'm glad it sounds like we have a chance to see her this evening. I wonder if she really is in good spirits, though. Yeah. Point of preaching peace among creatures, never heard a more ironic statement. I know, right? Oh, but I finally was explained earlier through a dream the point of divergence for this alternate timeline, and I was close, actually. The meteor that came and wiped out the dinosaurs. Yeah, apparently what happened in this timeline is that the meteor arrived early and fucked things up. So then some godlike being decided to, I guess, possess what dinosaurs they could and just fucking managed to migrate them underground. Apparently that's the point of divergence. The fucking meteor came early, and this is why we have talking dinosaurs. And fucking Aztecs running around with AKs. And fucking Gatling guns. That was some shit, too. I'm like, the AK, sure, but the fucking Gatling guns, really? Now, come to think of it, where'd Waka-chan run off to? He was still with Uoga Marie as of a couple days ago. Oh, Waka-chan? I saw him out on the main street last night. The fucking plankton and the... Well, no, actually, this was like... There were lizard-like creatures that were walking on the earth before dinosaurs were a thing. But, like, the meteor came like 164 million years before it was supposed to. And so that fucked the entire evolution chain. Because I think that was like around the time where like dinosaurs were just kind of getting in their stride. So yeah. His eyes were totally lifeless, like a dead fish. I asked him what was wrong, and he just kept muttering to himself. He said, "Now I've done it. I've really done it this time, and I'm an embarrassment to Denios everywhere." So I'm guessing the date didn't go well. So I decided to leave him alone. I'm sure he'll come back sooner or later, though. So that sounds like Waka-chan's date fucked up. He fucked up his date real bad, I guess. Ouch. Sounds like he got dumped pretty hard. Where in the world did you take her, Waka-chan? Waka-chan is a warrior, born and bred. The only special talents he has are face punching and body slamming. They're the same. At worst, he may have decided to subject her to his warrior dance for the entire night. I see. It sounds like a very informative and productive use of time. I wish I could have been there for such a valuable experience. Of course, MASH would be interested. You know, this isn't anything new at this point, but MASH's shielder spirit is seriously off the charts. that fucking god, that warrior shit really got into her. Are we gonna see my kaiju again? Oh wait, no, she's in alter form. God damn it, why does it have to be alter kaiju? She's a fucking bitch. Forget it. No way I'm letting you build a generator here. You do understand that this is my home for the time being, right? I've been bored out of my skull all this time, so you better believe I'm going to at least make sure my life here is comfortable. Do you even bother to think what it'd be like for me to live with a generator here? Did that even cross your mind? Would you take responsibility if it short circuits and electrocutes me? Of course not. Not at your pitiful size. You're an alter again! Surprised? Scared? Want to flee in terror? I love seeing the terror in your eyes. I'm guessing you expect the meek, obedient Protea to be here waiting for you? Well, truth is that here in Machallan, I am the normal Protea. Last time you were here, I just disabled my alteration to thank you for freeing me from that mask. But I'm done playing at being cute for you. I'm a giant. I don't take orders from a little human. Major Master, makes no difference to me. As far as I'm concerned, you're all you little tiny humans are my slaves. If you don't like that, you can always run away. Just don't be surprised when I smush you with one slap of my hand. She's not being cooperative at all. What happened to her? MASH reports said she was totally on our side. Yeah, we kind of thought this might happen, so, you're pretty upset about something, huh, Protea? What is it? Are you hurt? You can take a look if you like. We're used to caring for whales, so it's no trouble. That's a lot of Marines. What happened to the one who was here before? I might be willing to listen to him. That Marine isn't here today, but don't worry. All of our feelings are synced up. So we like you just as much as he did. I'm not being overcautious or anxious. Look, I'm not being overcautious or feeling anxious or anything like that, okay? I'm just standing up for my rights. I mean, how would you like it if someone built a generator as big as your head, as big as your bed in your room? Yeah, we definitely hate that. Well, engineer would probably love it. Yeah, good point when you put it like that. There, you see? Now go on and get out of here before... No, wait. I just had an amazing idea. If you can meet my one condition, I'd be willing to let you build the generator. Well, really? Fucking crap in my throat again, hold on. That would be awesome. With you around, we wouldn't even need any heavy machinery. So you only have one condition? What is it? I want you to fight me again. The idea of letting my loss against a human stand makes me sick to my stomach. With our current firepower... Right. Of course you don't want to fight me. You know a fluke like that couldn't possibly happen twice. You're also small. Not just in body, but in mind too. Living must be so hard when you're that small in every possible sense. Want to try living in my mask instead? So, what do you say, Dark? If you win, I'll help you build your generator and even keep an eye on it as long as you need. But if I win... Well, I can't even bring myself to say what's in store for you, but trust me, it'll be good. Looks like as an alter, she's as competitive as she normally is shy. What are you gonna do, Dark? Take her up on it? I don't really see that improving her mood, but... She has no idea who's on her side now, huh? I got no choice but to show her what's up, then. Oh, how about an apology? Complete with an eternally binding contract. You could even keep me around as your only... Well, hold on. You could keep me around as your only Sakura 5 servant and get rid of all the other high servants too while you're at it. If you're willing to do that, I might be willing to consider... Fucking cuckoo paws up. I put the containers down when you asked. What do you want me to do next? Fight! Oh man, Kukulon versus King Protea. This is gonna be the biggest underworld battle ever. A fight, huh? Okay, you got it. This is really exciting, yes? Let's you and I have a good match, young lady. Was I seeing things, or did that lady just carry an actual amount of containers here on her own? I must have been seeing things, right? This bitch could literally pick up fucking mountains like it's no fucking big deal. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I got it. Alright, let me see here. I'm definitely gonna be manipulating things around. Oh, okay, they're making me choose Da Vinci. Why are you forcing me to use Da Vinci? You bitch. Alright, well first off, let's bring out my Dragon Slayer, even though this bitch ain't a dragon. Then... who do I want to bring out that isn't remotely Bond 10 yet? Scotty. And then I'm tempted to keep her in, but... oh yeah, right, Pretenders do damage against her well as well. Maybe I should switch those guys around. You know what, we'll try it this way. And then, let's see. crap in my throat! Anyway. Hey, you know what? The Discari. Why not? Alright, let's see what type of bullshit. So it's Giant Killer. Oh wow, okay. Right away, huh? Right away. Alright. Alright, Cuckoo, go fucking smash. Oh damn, she removes the health up too, huh? Queen straight. Interesting. Go for the nail. Ah, we're gonna be smacking my kaiju here. My kaiju's been a bad girl. She needs a spanking. Go get him, Sig. Now I just did it for the charge down. Ah, and she still does that. Okay. Let's see. Then, in that case, maybe I should have went with the one. Whatever. It's okay. Because Cuckoo's got a thing where she seems to remove. Yep, there it is. Sig attack. Oh yeah, no, Sig's got some magical shit. He's honestly probably one of my best servants, to be completely honest. Alright, Cuckoo, do the thing. Keep removing the things. And let me do this. Followed by this. Followed by this. Followed by this. And then... Alright. Punch, punch, and punch. But then again, I do that, I remove the thing anyway, but you know what, it's fine. Still gonna be a little... Maybe I should have brought a pretender after all. You know what, it's okay. You know what? Fuck it, do the art combo. Da Vinci Lolly Noble Phantasm running people over with a fucking ATV. I laughed when I saw that. I'm just like, the power of running people over. Ah! Damn, you got kooky, oh no! I didn't expect that. Well, if you're gonna pull that... Especially considering you're gonna do this. Well, we'll see how this goes first. Actually, wait, that does me the one thing, and then, okay. Let's see how this goes. But considering you got the whole fucking infinite growth bullshit, Cuckoo definitely is needed. Because, yep, yeah, you're just going to be healing yourself without Cuckoo. That's going to be infinite fractal bullshit. Okay. The thing that pisses me off is that they forced me to use Da Vinci, and Da Vinci doesn't really do well with this. So I'm thinking I definitely gotta bring female Merlin and Alexander's Shadow. And with that, I believe this would be an easier fight, because if she's just gonna keep fucking doing the whole I'm increasing my health bar bullshit, this is gonna be a never-ending fucking fight. Because, yeah, it doesn't end. I thought I could pull some interesting shit here, but apparently I can't do the one thing normally, so let me try with this. And I just gotta switch Da Vinci out immediately. Well, I might use that one skill and then switch her out immediately, because she's just a fucking hindrance in this situation. Which is why I hate when they make you use fucking servants sometimes. Because it's like, how does this make sense in this situation? I'm fighting a fucking alter ego. Why would I bring one of the four lesser? That said, off chance. Let me see. I doubt it. Nah, I'm not seeing it. Nah, you know what? Why not? Okay. Now, we'll do what I said before, and we're gonna switch out. Not that one, my bad. I think I'll keep Scotty in, though. I mean, Scotcha, pair her with Scotty. Alright, so that'll work because she can technically heal people too. Though it might be better if I did the one. You know what, we'll try it. And if anything, I'll just switch around C's because I think this is a viable thing. Because, I mean, look at that shit. It's bullshit. Okay, good. We don't have bad skill set for her right away. We'll do that, and then, like I said, we're gonna switch Da Vinci out. Might as well. Too bad you're not a caster, because that would have been better for you. Alright, so first... we're just gonna blast you. Then... Eeny, meeny, miny, kooky. I mean, cuckoo.
たとえどれだけ遠くとも私の向こうに楽園がある。行方を感じて目を開けてウィンズ・オブ・アバロン。ああ、偉大なる征服王、この時期恩義の宝を借り受け蹂躙しろ。そして不愉快です。ビームです。
Nice. Okay.
世界はより小さくクイーンストレート。いい的ですね。
Alright, not horrible. Not great, not horrible. As long as we still get the cuckoo cards.
了解了解。マヤパンダ風のクイーンストレート。いい的です。各お返しをしなくてもね。
And I just gotta keep focusing on this to get rid of her things. Ah, laughs at immortality. Fuck you. And I think we'll do this. This, this, and this. Hopefully it does the thing. Yeah! As long as I got at least one cuckoo card every time, I'm fine. Okay, we still got a cuckoo card. Good. Alright, go get him. Good. Might as well. Okay, so let's see. Punch, followed by that, followed by Heretic Reel. You will not be regenerating infinitely this time, you deviant little kaiju. How dare you not be cute and adorable and be a little spiteful bitch. How dare your BB come out. How dare it. Oh yeah, so much easier. So much fucking easier this way. Oh look, the one thing came off. Interesting. I figured all we had to do was break her bar, but still. Interesting that the one thing dropped. And just fucking sticks her tongue out at you. Look at her pouting. The hell kind of servant was that? Hiding a divine spirit up your sleeve is no fair, you coward! Huh? She's not a servant? She's Kukalan, the god of Makalan? So she's the king of this entire Lost Belt? How is that fair? How did you even get someone like that on your side? My charming charismatic powers. Circumstance and sentiment? Question mark. Sentiment. Mutual unspoken feeling. Wow, Dark, I guess this means you and I are so close we don't even need words to communicate. Anyway, that was a wonderful fight, King Protea. I'm sure Kitchenall, or whatever the fuck his name is, would be glad to lend you his strength. Would it be okay if I shook your hand? It's a great honor for me to meet a heroic spirit from proper human history. Lost belt or not, I guess the fact that your name is Kukalan means you really are a god. I never want to fight you again if I can help it, but here. Happy? Fucking goddamn it. Alright, I just need to open these containers and line up their contents, right? This is so humiliating, but a promise is a promise. Now, what exactly do I do with all this stuff? Thanks, Protea. This is really a huge help. Okay, I like to start by securing a flat patch of rock. Can I also ask you to help with the scaffolding? Oh, jeez, what a pain. There's so many different containers here. This is going to be really complicated, isn't it? If I ever seen one, I know, right? Unfortunately, scripted as a beta male bitch, but I have the charm and charisma of any harem protagonist. Man, when I get to writing my own version of this fucking thing, oh my god, there's gonna be so much differences. Maybe I'll disable my authorization and force all this work on the other Protea. No, I can't do that. She just end up wrecking everything. Ah! Look at that, you have a sense of responsibility too. Oh, we got a Denios with the fucking helmet. They got the fucking work helmets up. Why the fuck? We gave him the fucking helmets. Huh? Were there some Denios here just now? Oh yeah, they followed the Marines here. Said they'd help out too, because it looked like it was fun. So I asked the strong Denios to handle the installations and the fast ones to run the cables. Man, those Denios are all so smart, Kukalan. They understood the concept of electricity in no time at all. It also doesn't take them long to figure out that we're converting the water's potential energy into kinetic energy. Right? They may be different from the people of proper human history, but they're just as wonderful in their own way. I'm exhausted. I still have plenty of energy, but all the intricate assembly work is running my mind ragged. You did great, thanks, Protea. Management must be boring. I don't think they have unions here. I'd ask that you pay me back with a command spell, but I see you still don't have all of them back. If you already cleared the second underworld, I guess you have to handle the third next. I'm sure you'll need to go to the lower levels eventually, even if it is just to restore your last command spell. And then again, you can always just track down the Bat Jerk and take them back more directly. I think I like that way better. If he ever shows his ugly face here again, I'm gonna grab him, rip out his spine, and grind him into bat jelly. Scary part is I think you're actually capable of that. Is Kama Zota strong? I don't know, but my inner Kotalon is telling me things like, don't fight the Bat God, and Kama Zota is more terrifying than any god on Earth. But who knows? He doesn't look like much to me. By the way, there's one more thing I wanted to ask you. Where's that loud, needy-looking, super annoying woman? You know, Olga Marie? She's been doing her own thing. I see. So she's not here. I liked how she obviously looked down on all humans. But it was so obvious that she wasn't from this planet. This may be weird coming from me, but she's Chaldean's enemy, right? You were smart to cut ties with her. But if she still insists on tagging along, why not bring her here? I'll be willing to talk to her for you. Would you really be doing that for me, though? Either way, you really still are Protea, aren't you? Nah, look, we got a blush out of her. Cheeky little bastard. Really pisses me off when people act like they figured everything out. I'm gonna tell you this one more time so you don't get the wrong idea. I'm not kidding when I say I don't care at all about holding back against humans or preserving life. The moment an insect that doesn't know his place talks back to me, I squash him on the spot. So please don't talk to me like you would any other Protea. I don't want to have to wash my hands every time we talk. Good, you're finally scared. That's what I like to see. Wash my hands, yet you're wearing a fucking gimp suit, basically. Alright, see you later, itty bitty. Command spellless master. Little itty bitty command spellless master. Fucking you. Make sure you actually hold your own again by the next time I see you. Alright, 2 more sections and then this one's done. Okay, Lancers and fucking Archers, huh? Well, let's up. Okay, it's letting me use my own thing this time, so let me see. Well, I don't know what exactly I'm up against. So, let me think. No, you know what? I'll keep Herc in the back. Why the fuck not? And then... why the fuck not? Oh, shit. That's a just in case, but I don't think it's gonna be like that. Full Pretenders, let's go! I don't know what I'm fighting, but I'm gonna fucking punch it in the face. What the fuck? Okay. Why am I redoing the Poseidon? The fuck? I mean, I'm still well equipped for this, but the fuck? Why? Why are we reliving the fucking... Alright, well, you're gonna be beaten up by Mothman, the Aztec/Mayan god of cities, and a literal child. Actually, maybe I'll save that one. Because I don't know if I'm going to be overblowing them or not. I don't know if I want to use everything at once. Alright, well, we'll at least get Cryon's health bar down. Almost got Poseidon's core down, though. And, of course, he gives himself guts. Alright, let's see. Nah, why not?
ママルワストリの導きあれ見上げなさい壮麗なる神の姿を溺れる前に溶かしてあげるいや欲しい
Almost. And you're evading, of course. Let's see. Fuck it. And then... Oh, yeah, right. You're gonna do that. And nothing I really can do to stop that at the moment. Oh, damn! That was stronger than I expected. And, of course, he evades again. And he's immortal. Fuck you both. Uh-oh, the game crashed. Damn. Now, granted, I did not magically expect to fucking be thrown into a flashback fight. I thought I was just gonna be fighting some fucking insects or something again. Here's this random flashback fight of your final battle, more or less, in Olympus. I mean, fucking Atlantis. Because why not? Yes. And this is the last moment before he gets fucking killed anyway. The game couldn't handle me with my fighting abilities. Again, though, kind of bullshit. Alright. Let's see. What did I throw in the back again? Besides, oh yeah, right. The throwaway. Might as well, and then... Why not? Because he's got invincibility, you got fucking that thing, I might as well just use it for the goddamn MP grind. That's right, focus on Nobukatsu. Because that's his goal, is literally to die. Ah, you little bitch. You little bitch. That's just in case. Remove my attack buff, you little bitch. Alright, Hercules. Let's see what else. Ah, you bastards keep removing my thing. But that's okay, cause here comes Herc in my knees to smash your face in. And then come the... Oh, that did less damage than I hoped. Still good damage, but that did a lot less than I hoped for. Well, shit stomping just Cryon then. Ah, you little bastard. Oh, that was all crits too, damn. Not in a good situation here. Not in a good situation at all. Yep, because I figured that was going to happen. And then one of my guts is going to be used. But that's okay. Unfortunately, we don't have 12 no more. And I say... Cryon's gotta die. I might be able to bullshit my way out, maybe. Too bad he takes my fucking NP with that, but that's okay. Buster it out, my boy. I'd say one more good turn. Go, Herc in my knees. Attack. You know, for being caught by surprise by this fucking magical flashback fucking fight, that turned out really well. It's all thanks to Herc in my knees. Now can we explain why? Oh, we were explaining a story. Okay. That's what was happening. Right from Russia to the Atlantic Ozbelt. And that's the story of our adventure in Atlantis. How is it that I explained Russia to Atlantic in one fucking thing and the sun isn't... Well, actually, wait, right. The days are longer here. Never mind. Look at them. They're clapping with their little arms. Priest died. He's got a fucking hat and everything. Amazing! A world completely covered by water, and so deep, too! How permeable was the water? How far could sunlight travel through it? Did people have different ways of surviving in each layer like us? If we measure using proper human history's units, I'm told the average depth is about 3,700 meters. The deepest trench supposedly extends downward by over 10,000 meters. I can only imagine the intensity of the pressure and the cold. Would aquatic dinosaurs be able to survive there? Oh, wait. That's probably too deep for them to get any sunlight. And I suppose no dinos could get by in a world without the sun's blessings. I see. So Artemis was shot down. I was really hoping for an epic land battle. Still, this Orion guy sounds amazing. Satellite or not, I still can't believe he shot down a celestial body. I bet he's a gallant, stonic archer with shining eyes and a fully mechanical body that looks perfect in the moonlight. Explaining a completely different fucking person. Hey, why'd this Poseidon guy keep calling for someone who wasn't even there? The immediate danger at the time had to be you, right, Big Bro Dark? So why didn't he shout out your name instead? Like when you're passing or shooting a Sakura ball. You're such a child, bro, can't you tell? It's all about love. Anyway, I want to talk about Hephaestus. Imagine a machine that builds other machines. Oh, and the machine was even bald. Still, Hephaestus isn't here to defend himself. I feel I should tell you that machines probably can't go bald. Since Hephaestus isn't here to defend himself, I should tell you that machines probably don't go bald. Something about that Timmy guy bothers me, though. I can't really tell. Do you know why, bro? Probably because he was a child like you. Oh, we mentioned that, dude. There were things that mattered to him, and he just took it too long to realize how important... there were things that really mattered to him. Just took him too long to realize how important they really were. Even the king was amused. I'm glad to see the Denios are enjoying our stories of Atlantis, too. At first, I thought telling about the other Lost Belts was a bad idea, but... It's alright, Mash. This is what the King of Dinosaurs, above all, we ourselves wanted. And above all, yes. As for you, Doc, I must thank you for your judicious and objective accounting of these events. Hey, if anything, we should be thanking you. We're really grateful for all you've done here. All of you Denios have been showing up to help with repairing the border have been a huge help. And above all, you guys have welcomed us with open arms, even knowing the relationship with proper human history in the Lost Belts. Why is that something to be grateful for? We knew you understood, Tapu, but we weren't sure about the others. Ah, now I see. Is it because you come from the correct history, and we come from one that was meant to be pruned away? Then please rest assured, we Denios have never been much for comparing ourselves to others. That guy is more talented than me. That guy is luckier than I am. So I'm going to take what I'm missing and knock him down a peg or two to even things out. We don't get those kinds of feelings. We never just compare ourselves to others. You never compare yourselves to others? That's right. So we have very little interest in how things could have been different for either of us. We just much rather hear stories of other possibilities. Quite simply, the Denios are enthralled by the pictures your stories paint. Difficult journeys, enjoyable ones, those you wish to overcome, those you wish you didn't have left behind. You must have experienced so many different kinds. As a result, your very words sparkle with a life of their own. The passion you clearly feel brings these perished worlds to life for us in the forms of your stories. So you Denios are enjoying these stories of Lost Belts as if you've been there yourselves. I don't think even one of you had a curious... I didn't even think one of you had a curious bone in your bodies. And in consequence, I'm left entirely unprotected. What happened to my security detail? I know, right? These guys are... They're more evolved than us socially by leaps and bounds. Everything else they're behind on, but the trade-off is being so socially fucking, like, chill. It is astonishing. Well, idiots. I only agreed to become the Denios King because you said they do whatever I told them. You could say... You say that. But weren't you enjoying yourself too, King? Especially the parts with Odysseus? I remember you shouting, "Hell yeah, serves you right," and "Way to go!" You even looked pretty excited. Idiot. It's not the Lost Belt talk I was enjoying. Anyway, it's time for the sun to rest. Forget other worlds for now and tend to your own lives. Alright, Denios. Go on, get out of here. I want you all back in your own quarters once I light the bonfire. If you still want to talk about these stories, go back home and do it with your families. Time's precious. Don't waste it. I'm returning to the throne. You come too, idiot. Huh? Why? I don't have any business with you right now. You haven't touched the Solar Sanjun since you started hanging out with Chaldea, right? Don't you need to hear the whole bunch's opinions to know what's what? It's interesting here. You have a connection to that thing. That's no skin off my nose if you bite the dust as a result. Oh, right. I forgot about that. Okay, everyone. I'm gonna spend the night at the altar. See you all tomorrow! So she has to link up with the altar for other aspects of her out there? Looks like it's just us now. Alright. I got some good news for you two. Both the Stormborder's command room and Codex room have been all fixed up. So if you want, you can spend your nights in the border from now on. What do you want to do? I think I want to keep staying at Tepu's house while we're in the city, if that's okay. Same, besides, it's a lot cooler at night. Yes, and we can have dinner with Olga Marie. There's a new corn recipe I've been waiting to try out. Could something happen with Olga Marie? Yeah. The Chaldean staff came to a consensus about her. Even without her memories, Olga Marie is dangerous. Above all, she's the enemy waiting for us at the end of all this. But she's also been helpful during our time here. And so, with all that in mind, none of the staff voted to turn her help away. But, having said that, more than half of her are against her coming aboard the Stormborder, myself included. If we could negotiate peace with the foreign god, that would be the best possible solution. And yes, as she is now, that's a very real possibility, though admittedly a slim one. You see, when she regains her memories, it's all over. Transmigus 2 says that her memory loss is a temporary condition brought on by physical dysfunction. Once she makes a full physical recovery, her memories will return, meaning she'll once more be an enemy of humanity. When that happens, we won't be able to avoid a fight. As we are now, we have no choice against the foreign god, even weakened as she is. For the moment, all you can do is finish repairing the ship before she regains her memories and power, and make sure we have all of our ducks in a row. After all, after that, we have to make a choice. Do we trust her or not? Do we take the initiative or not? So you're asking if we should attack her before she attacks us. Even were the Stormborder completely repaired, we still wouldn't stand a chance against a fully powered foreign god. That was made pretty clear when we challenged her and lost. Well, to be fair, our weapon was interfered with. So I wouldn't say it was that clear cut, because there wasn't that a way there that it was like, at the last minute, power was siphoned away, and I feel like it's Cuckoo's fault for that, given what happened next. But I wouldn't count that exactly as, we will lose. I mean, that's a possibility, too, with her old memories coming back and she still overlays it with the new. Yeah, like I said, it really, really depends on what made her decide to basically just fucking eliminate all of humans and just seemingly start anew. It really depends on her reason for that. That'll depend on how things go, to be honest. At least that's how I see it. Also, I still don't know what the fuck's going on with her fucking priest thing. That fucking alien that floats around and pops up every so often that's like a priestess of hers or some shit. Pre-programming, I assume. I don't fucking know. Because the way beasts work, it's interesting and different. Because the way she is now makes a little more sense to me because she's Beast 7. Because, again, the way beasts work is that they're great evil, but they love humanity at the same time. And so they want to do things in their own way that they interpret as better for humanity. Which is why I say it really depends on what the fuck made her go from, I'ma rule the planet because you humans have fucked up and I know better than you, to, I'm going to kill every fucking human because you're all scum. Because normally a beast doesn't do that. Sure, they'll maybe, like, I don't know, cull a bunch of them or something. Or maybe transform them like fucking Tiamat does. Or whatever. But they don't, like, commit mass genocide on the human race as default. They're twisted little shits, but they do it for the betterment of humanity as they see it. Which is why it's complicated with beasts. And they also, again, they also represent evils that must be overcome by humanity, so. That's why I'm like, the whole thing with, unless she's an exception to the rule, considering she's literally called the End. But given what we've experienced with Beast so far, her going the whole, haha, I'm gonna kill all of you, doesn't quite fit with the profile of beasts. That's why I'm like, it really depends on what the fuck transformed her from her default settings now to the whole fucking shit she wants to do when she had her memories. That's why I'm like, So if we're gonna attack Ulga Marie, the foreign god, it has to be now before she regains her memories. I understand the thinking, but actually doing that would be terrible. Attacking an enemy is one thing, but I refuse to attack an ally who trusts us. So you're against it. Got it. What about you, Dark? Are you in favor of attacking the foreign god while we have a chance? I can never bring myself to attack a friend. That's a relief to hear. Now I'm sure things will work out. Even once you two learned that we might be able to win if we launch a preemptive attack, you still refused. You chose emotion over cold logic, and that makes all the difference. For better or worse, humans are reciprocal creatures. If we treat things in cold and calculating manner, we respond in turn. The same is true of kindness and trust. That means there's an excellent chance your feelings here will lead us to the result we want. Through the power of friendship, haha, no, I'm kidding. Namely, a chance that she'll still be our friend when she regains her memories. A chance she will remain who she is now. Awkward lover, right? That she'll want to remain who she is now, even if she returns to how she was. I think that would be the best possible outcome, too. I mean, she really looks like she's enjoying herself now. Even Kodak said so. As much as Match change shocked me, the changes in her have been even a bigger surprise. I don't know what kind of connection she has to the original Olga Marie, but I guess she's a lot more playful at heart than I realized. Tersmegus may be great at predicting results, but it has no understanding of nuanced feelings like these. So even Kodak agrees. Yep. So with all this in mind, I'd like you to keep the relationship you have with Olga Marie going. I'd still rather she not come aboard the ship, but if you insist, I'm really willing to reconsider. The other staff have some pretty legitimate concerns too, but if push comes to shove, I think we can manage a compromise. Anyway, we can't go too far from the border. But I'd like you two to continue staying here in Chichen Itza. Just make sure you're on time for the morning briefing tomorrow. We've been putting it off for a while now, but starting tomorrow, we're resuming our original mission plan. Conquering this lost belt and finding OTR. I mean ORT. I keep saying OTR. So keep your wits about you.
Alright.
And what is the last fight we have in this section? And it is a talking bit, so I'm just going to use this just so I can convert 2 of these. You know what, I'm going to just do that for the rest of these. Okay, now I have all the carbonated fruit that I need. Alright, let's finish this section. That has been pretty long. At least in terms of me reading it aloud. We're back, Tepu. Where's Olga Marie? Is she back yet? Fucking corn. Olga Marie? No, I don't think she is. He's got the big corn under him again. I did see her on the main street, though. It looked like she was heading towards the altar. Then we must have just missed her. I'll go look for her. No, Mash. Let me go. You stay here and mash the corn, Mash. I'd prefer that, too. The corn you crush with your shield is so smooth and soft you can't even tell it used to be corn. It is by far the best mashed corn I've ever had. I'd love to see you use your shield to grind cocoa beans next. Oh, thank you. I'm honored. Though I doubt the rest of the Round Table Knights would be happy about this. Using the literal Round Table shield to fucking smash up corn and shit. Just making the heat right. Welcome, Marie! What? Wasn't hiding to avoid an awkward situation or anything. It just felt like a little detour. You know how it is. Sometimes you take a few odd turns when you're flying around. I wouldn't know, I can't fly. Right, you can't, can you? I guess humans and Denios have that in common. He just keeps looking back. So, what is it already? You stopped me for a reason, right? We haven't had a chance to talk lately, so... Well, yeah, because I've been avoiding you. I see. So you're here in your capacity as my secretary. Admirable work ethic. Then I suppose I can head back. I already had a perfect understanding of Chichen Itza's layout anyway. At this point, I can handle an Oshlat invasion no matter what tricks they might pull. Won't even be hard. Not that I have any reason to defend this city. Isn't protecting humankind central to your presidential platform, though? So how are things going with you? Are the storm border repairs going well? I noticed a lot of Denios coming and going. Looks like they enjoy learning about technology from proper human history. You guys are good at making friends, aren't you? You did the same with me. We're actually going to the command room first thing tomorrow to have a meeting! Oh, you mean the bridge of your ship I visited before? So you managed to restore power. I'd rather not see that Gordov guy's face again, but I'd love to see that place up and running. Fucking openly saying, I'd rather not see Gordov, he pisses me off. You said tomorrow morning, right? What kind of missions are you guys going to be resuming? Having said that, more than half are against her coming aboard the Stormboarder, myself included. Yep. Dark? Okay, I have to ask. Is it okay if I come along too? Of course. Forget it. I changed my mind. I don't care about your ship anyway. Besides, unlike you, I don't need a vehicle to fly. And I only promised to accompany you until you rendezvoused with Chaldea anyway. Go back without me. I want to spend some more time looking around the city. But save me some cornbread. I really like it. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is you're apologizing for. But if there's something weighing on your mind, maybe asking about it will help. So, is there anything you want to ask me? No, not right now. I see. Good. Honestly, I don't think I could have answered you. Oh. And if you see Waka-chan... Never mind, just forget it. Anyway, you have an early morning tomorrow, right? Go on then. Shut down for the day and enjoy those dream things or whatever, so... Good night. The feelings! Oh, another fragment. Oh, might as well. Alright, fragment 2. What is this? What side story shit are we gonna learn this time? Oh, another dream. Oh, did she actually go to fucking Mexico City? Oh, shit. Long time no see, present girl. Have you come for your revenge? I gotta say, I'm amazed you survived that. Guess you got a right to call yourself a god. Oh, wait, never mind. This is the... Okay, this is back when we were over there before. So, all three of you are alive. What an odd quirk of fate that we're all here together at the moment the world ends, even though it's more of a preview. Is this really what you want, David? Krishtari rebelled against the foreign god's machinations. He even used his tree of emptiness to evolve all of mankind. I mean, humankind, yes. But you're trying to eradicate us completely. That's no different from the foreign god's efforts to erase human history. I don't know who I am. Because after that servant killed me, I temporarily reset myself to reduce the strain that comes with a reboot. When I woke up in that cave, all I could remember was my name, my purpose, and the information I probably acquired from video records of an external unit. So, from watching videos. External storage unit, yep. I'm an alien named Uoka Marie. My purpose is to take charge of foolish humankind and save this planet. Those two things are all I remember. I have to say, even dead, I did a stellar job. There was no way anyone could misinterpret something so simple. But maybe this was due to my reset. When I lost the ornaments that made up who I am, it exposed some parts of me which had, until then, been hidden. I began to feel my feelings more freely. Put differently, my judgment was impaired, in part. I began ignoring my assigned order, and instead prioritized my own decisions. And so I chose certain courses of action simply because I thought that they were good. I liked doing that. I don't understand why, but when I was traveling with Dark and Mash to Chichen Itza, the best word to describe how I felt is fulfilled. I was also interested in the organization they had belonged to. When I told them I'd help, my brain was absolutely flooded with dopamine. And so I chose to ignore the difference between the Earthlings and myself. Differences, yep. I had this sense that everything would kind of work out somehow. Even though I have no idea who I really am. I'm here. I'm finally here. I'm seeing the best scenery in all Chichen Itza with the most beautiful woman I've laid my eyes on. Oh, this is the date. I was so completely at a loss for words. After I spent the whole day with Wakachan, the warrior, as he showed me around the city. The last place we visited was neither a glamorous meeting hall nor a noisy stadium. It was a tranquil but unremarkable landscape, offering nothing more than a peaceful view of the whole city.
It's pretty, right? Sunlight's great for sure. But I also really like these nighttime lights. They say the bonfires just keep the darkness away, and the sunless nights are supposed to be for resting. But I like seeing the Denios' shadows cast by the flames. I like the pictures they paint on the walls. I guess it feels like really living somehow. Not just surviving like in the jungle. It's almost like we're leaving behind proof we existed in places where they usually wouldn't be any. I know they're just shadows, but whenever I see one that looks like my old man, it reminds me of him.
I didn't say anything in response. I couldn't.
It's more like, for what I read, it's like she suppressed her emotions.
I don't know about the memories of the original body, though there seems to be some lingering, muscle memory, if you would, on certain words and phrases. Considering I know it's like they took Marie's dead body and inherited it. Which is why I'm like, considering it's the body without the soul, given how memories work, I wasn't expecting her to have Marie's memories, just muscle memory, if you would, of certain things. But really, she basically was like, she just originally suppressed her emotions. Interesting. I go to the logical conclusion, and the logical conclusion is all humanity needs to die. What? It's like, you're just admitting that, with your emotions shut off, you basically went Skynet on us. To protect you from yourselves, you must all die. Like, what? Because that's when it really hit me. This is a truly tranquil world. Dino society is downright utopian compared to human society. There's no comparison whatsoever. The fact that their strongest warrior's favorite place wasn't an arena for him to demonstrate his combat prowess, but a quiet place overlooking the entire city was undeniable proof.
Olga, what's wrong? Are you hurt? Did you bang yourself on something? But I don't see any wound.
This is exactly the kind of world I wanted to create before I wound up like this. Even so, I can feel myself rejecting it. It's such a wonderful world, but I know I have no place in it. I am the sort of being who burns places like this to the ground. This is wrong. Too different.
What's different? The way you look? The way you're shaped? I mean, yeah, you're obviously different from us and from Dark's group. But that doesn't bother me! All that matters is what's on the inside! Your heart! And your heart is beautiful! Your heart is exactly the color of the stars I saw at the observatory when I was a kid. It's sparkly and cool and got all 7 colors of the rainbow. It's not shaped like anyone else's. My judgment was impaired. I was prioritizing my emotions. That's why I had it. Go away! Get out of my sight! Olga? Oh, the same name 8 years ago. I made a V-Wing one time myself. What is it? Why are you so mad? I've always hated lizards. From the first moment I saw you, I've been sick to my stomach. And you have the gall to pull yourself on the same level as humanity? A species as ugly and stupid as yours could never be anything like humanity! I was so harsh with him. And so, that Denios, who once seemed so free-spirited, so innocent, so larger than life, slunk away, forlorn, seeming like he shrunk to half his size. So that's why he was marching around the fucking, market like that. Man, you killed his spirit, Marie. Holy shit. I feel bad for Waka-chan. I felt a wave of self-loathing so intense it made me dizzy. My body's functions began to fluctuate because of how sorry I felt for what I just did to Waka-chan. I was lashing out, plain and simple. I must be more aggressive, short-tempered, and cowardly than I realized. I didn't have the courage to stop Waka-chan from leaving, or to apologize. Not then. Even now, I don't have any courage to join everyone else. So I'm spending another night, wandering aimlessly, alone. Still, I have no idea what to do. My memory reset was only temporary. I can still remember what I forgot if I see it again. Which is why seeing him made me remember something. I remember him killing me once. And I remember that when he did, he called me the foreign god. I'm the foreign god. Chaldea's sworn enemy. I may be proud of being an enemy of humanity, but I don't ever want to think about being an enemy of Chaldea. I don't think I could go back to Tepu's house right now. Not until I get my emotions sorted out. Wow, I didn't even realize the sun already left. Those proper human history stories are so interesting. There's so much I want to hear about the Lost Belts. That Greece place sounds awesome. I'd love to visit it myself. They say machines like the Stormboarder were all over their world. Can you imagine? The main street was filled with Denios talking about Chaldea. I guess Dark is telling them stories about the Lost Belts at the Sakota Shrine. Why would you bother telling the Denios all that? That will just... You'll just let the Denios find out who did all this. Maybe Dark and Mash don't know I'm the foreign god. No. Of course they don't. If they did, they would have never let me come along with them. Dark doesn't know. Mash doesn't know. Nobody at Chaldea knows. They can't know. They can't. I'm not Denios. I'm not human. I don't belong anywhere. But you know, as much as I like to hear more stories. Yeah, I know what you mean. Proper human history stories are fun, but they're also really sad. Fun, but sad. Of course they are. We could never really be part of that group. No matter how much we might want to. Forget it. I'm just gonna stop thinking. I'm going to forget I'm the foreign god and go back to who I was before I went to Mexico City. But just when I was about to completely give in to desperation. Hey, there you are! Hey!
I saw dark waving and coming my way. And after that conversation, was that when you realized, oh man, they do know? Kingdom of Corpses. Fun. I'm guessing that may or may not mean that the Ocelot are coming? Maybe. Maybe. Well. 6 parts in this section, huh? Alright. Well, that'll be what we continue on Friday, as I'll be devoting Friday to playing this as much as possible. Try and complete this before my free fucking leyline stones run out. Then I'm like, no, my extra 39 lives, how could you? But we did complete a section. Nice character development there. I feel bad for Waka-chan, really do. The man was just trying to fucking flirt with the most beautiful woman he's seen in his entire life, and she had to have a mental breakdown. Poor T-Rex, man. Poor T-Rex. I really am liking this, though. This is a fun, I mean, this is an interesting story. Really is. Let me reset that now that I just noticed my body was warped like that for some reason. Oh, man. Out of all the Lost Belts, this one seems to be, I believe, really the most well-written. Not that Lost Belt 6 was a pretty good one, but that was more like, see, this entire story, this entire thing, as well written as it is, as good as this is, as all the amazing shit that you get out of this, the entire story of Lost Belt 6 is, all fairies are fucking evil, kill them immediately. That's literally the fucking entire thing. All fairies are evil, kill them immediately. All the fucking fae, especially if they're British. If they're British fae, kill them immediately. They are the scum of the earth. They don't know any better, you can argue that point. But they're all fucking evil. They're all innocent monster types where they just fucking are as likely to help you with something as they are to stab you and eat your fucking eyeball. It's all on a fucking whim. In fact, their whims are so fucking ridiculously ridiculous, they go on a fucking murder spree and cause the apocalypse in that fucking realm because of their shit. Not for the first time either. And every time you fix their shit, they literally fuck things up even worse. To which I'm just like, my mentality is like, yep, nope, these people don't deserve to be saved. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. Though Morgan was right to have them rule through fear, being like, accept my rule or I kill you. The shit hits deep. I know, right? It's really well written, this Lost Belt, too. I mean, I've given that away. I mean, I have more context than you because you're still in Act 1, right? Mass Attack, so you don't know all the shit that the foreign god has done. And it's also, again, just this whole thing that they have written with Marie right now and how she's factory reset and how it's her viewpoint. That's why this is beautiful writing, honestly. The writing really went up a notch from fucking Lost Belt 6. Not that Lost Belt 5 wasn't fun, too. I'm catching up so far, so good. Oh, yeah. But I would say between the two Lost Belts, between all the Lost Belts, the writing really got really fucking phenomenal when she got the Lost Belt 6. Like, it was like, this might as well be its own little fucking book, too, type writing. The other Lost Belts were fun, more or less, in their own way, but, like, the writing really fucking went up a notch, like, insane, once you get the Lost Belt 6. Which makes me curious on how they're going to deal with these, what the hell was it, Ordeal Orders, or whatever the fuck is the Act 3 that's gradually coming out now. We already got the prologue out. Or you get to deal with whatever the fuck happens after this shit. Really is amazing how they have this. That said, there are a number of things I am going to change, at least with the majority of the story that I know so far. When I eventually get to my whole fucking project of writing that fucking fan visual novel. Especially throwing in all these fucking people that I feel like they should have been servants in this game by now. The singularities, a lot of those need work. Act 1.5, kind of. Some of the Lost Belts I feel like could have been better, especially China. Especially the Chinese Lost Belt. My god, the fact that we didn't get fucking Sun Woku in the Chinese Lost Belt pisses me off. Among other things, but I'm like, you couldn't have thrown in fucking Sun Woku. The Monkey King, come on! I don't care if it's fucking, the story of how the first emperor of China ruled the fucking world and is basically fucking suppressing people's freedoms and shit like that. I want my fucking Monkey King running around doing stupid shit. I don't know. But that's a thing for later. Because that'll be something I'm definitely working on after I'm done with one of the other stories I'm writing, but that's another thing. Anyway, like I said, we're definitely going to be continuing this, working on the Lost Belt Friday. That'll be a more or less all day that I can. I will be of course, we will be taking breaks here and there to do certain things, but that's the plan for Friday. As for later today, we'll break for give or take an hour. Work on MS Saga for a bit. And then I think we'll do Assassin's Creed Odyssey after dinner today, I think. If anything, I'll just put that on the back burner for a little bit. But that is the plan. Anyway, thanks people for coming by, at least saying hello. I do appreciate it. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever goddamn time zone you guys are in. And we'll see you all again next time, whenever the hell I stream. So bye-bye, have a wonderful time. We'll see you later.